Hari Prasad is back with another lecture on soft skills. Topic is soft skills increase effectiveness. Soft skills increase effectiveness. Liberalization, privatization and globalization are forcing managements to search for better alternatives for survival and success of their organizations. So, today the world is a global village. Global village means liberalization, privatization and globalization. In this scenario, the organizations are looking for persons with soft skills for effective working of those organizations. Okay? The alternative for the success of any organization today is soft skill. Survival for any organization today is soft skill. That is why soft skills are need of the hour today. Soft skill is a sociological term. I already told you. Soft skill is a sociological term. Soft skills relating to a person's emotional intelligence quotient. Soft skills related to a person's EIQ, emotional intelligence quotient. Okay? Every person has quotient, IQ, EQ, EIQ. Every person has EIQ, emotional intelligence quotient. Every person. So, relating to emotional intelligence quotient, the soft skills of the person depend. Okay? If your soft skills relating to your EIQ, emotional intelligence quotient, then you will be successful in life. That is why I already told you in 64 lectures, soft skill is a sociological term. Okay? Your speaking ability. Soft skills are interpersonal and intrapersonal skills. Within you, intrapersonal. Speaking to other person, interpersonal. So, soft skills are interpersonal and intrapersonal. Soft skills are personality traits, social graces, personal habits, friendliness, optimism. Okay. What are the soft skills? I told you 32 soft skills are there, but some of them are personality traits. Whatever personality you have, those personality traits. Then social graces. How you grace people in social circles. Personal habits. Your personal habits. Friendliness. How friendly you are with other people. Optimism. Something is going to come. Something positive is going to come. So these are all soft skills. Employers want to hire people with the soft skills. Okay? If no soft skills are there in the employees, then employers won't hire them. Soft skills are required. Hard skills are technical requirements for a job. Hard skills, I already told you, your degrees, certificates, your subjects are hard skills. If you don't have hard skills, means your degrees, then you will not be called for the interview. Hard skills, it will take you to interview level, to pass the interview, to come out of interview successfully and do the job for another 30-40 years. Soft skills required. Before interview, hard skills. From interview and during job, soft skills required. This I already explained in earlier 64 lectures. Soft skills complement hard skills. Hard skills capacity can be complemented by soft skills only. This I already told you in almost all the lectures. Soft skills make clients and customers feel happy as well as keep them loyal. See, soft skills make customers and clients happy, and as well as soft skills maintain customers permanently forever. If good soft skills are there in the employees working in a company or organization. Technology, customer driven markets, and information based economy and globalization are currently impacting the structure of workplace, leading to reliance on soft skills. The organizations are placing reliance on soft skills of the candidates. So here, technology, customer driven markets, and information based economy, globalization, these are currently impacting the structure of workplace. Okay? Soft skills are relating to people skills. Soft skills are also called people skills. They are related to people skills. Soft skills are relating to people issues. Soft skills include communication, critical and lateral thinking skills. There are many soft skills. Some of them are communication skills, critical skills, lateral thinking skills. These are all soft skills. In today's global environment, soft skill is useful for successful career. For successful career, soft skill is useful. 64 lectures given already. 64 episodes already over. The importance of soft skills I am giving. So use these soft skills for preparing your lectures to the audience, to the students. Okay? These are the framework of soft skills I am giving. Hard skills are the academic skills plus expertise and experience. Hard skills are academic skills, your subjects, your degrees, plus expertise in those subjects, plus experience out of those subjects. These are the hard skills. Already told you in almost all the lectures. Soft skills are interaction skills, innate skills, communication skills, etc. So, whereas soft skills are in interaction skills, interacting with the people, innate skills, the personal qualities. Innate skills are personal qualities, communication skills. These are the soft skills. Hard skills you know, soft skills also you know. Technical skills constitute 15% of one's success. Soft skills make up the remaining 85%. Technical skills only 15%, soft skills 85%. That means 22 years you studied in the colleges, no? The schools, colleges, and educational structure. Only 15% you studied. 85% is your soft skill. Some people say 20-80, some people say 15-85. Whatever it is, soft skills play a pivotal role, important role, paramount role in our careers. Without soft skills, success is not possible in any sector, in any field, in any job. Superior performance depends on how well an individual handles himself and others around the workplace. How you handle yourself, how you handle other people, that depends on your soft skill only. Superior performance is expected from soft skills only. Soft skills enable you to grow not just as a techie but as a person. Soft skills enable you not just to grow as a techie but as a person also. Soft skills enable you to grow in life. The real key to success in career and life is to capitalize on all your skills by making soft skills and hard skills complementary to each other. So you need to capitalize on soft skills and hard skills. Hard skills should be complementary to soft skills. Soft skills should be complementary to hard skills. That you have to understand. That is the key success in your career. Communication skill as a soft skill. I told you communication skill is one of soft skills. More students are starting to speak English today. Good communication is lifeblood of organizations. Good communication is lifeblood of organizations. Communication must overcome barriers. There are some barriers in communication. Those barriers are to be overcome by organizations. Rules of effective communication. 1. Facing the person as you are talking to. 2. Tilting your head slightly shows you are listening. Tilting your head slightly means you are listening. 3. Listen carefully when others are clarifying their thoughts. Listen to people when they are clarifying their thoughts. 4. Slow down while speaking. Don't speak too fast. While speaking, slow down. While teaching now, I am slowing down. Don't speak too fast. If I speak too fast now, who will understand my YouTube lecture? No. 5. Speak clearly. 6. Make eye contact with whom you are speaking to. In almost all 64 lectures I told you, make eye contact with the people who are listening to you. That is very important. Who are speaking to you, that is very important. Eye contact plays a pivotal role in communication. Eye contact, eye to eye contact is very much important. 7. Reading more and more will increase your vocabulary and for better communication. If you read more and more, you will increase your vocabulary. If you have more vocabulary, you can have better communication. At least the students, you should have at least 10,000 words to communicate effectively in English language. 8. Be clear in your own mind about what you want to communicate. Be clear in the mind. I know, I am clear what to teach today. I am clear. That is why with a PowerPoint presentation, I am standing before you. Be clear what you are going to tell, what you are going to communicate. 8. Deliver the message succinctly. Any message, deliver it succinctly, briefly. 10. Ensure that the message has been clearly and correctly understood. Correctly understood. Okay? Ensure that your message is clearly understood, correctly understood by the audience, by the listeners. You have to ensure it. You have to make it ensured. Body language. Body language is part of communication process. This we already know. Your body language is a range of unconscious physical movements. Your body language is a range of unconscious physical movements. So you don't know, you are not conscious. You are making your body, moving your body. Unconscious physical movements you need to tag how they are when seen by audience. Physical movements can strengthen your communication or damage it. Your physical movement may strengthen your communication or damage your communication. So how your physical movement is, that's very important. Posture is all important in body language. How you are standing, how you are sitting. Okay, your posture is all the more important in communication. And communication means in body language. Positive posture encourages open communication. Positive posture encourages open communication. Negative one would make communication difficult. Negative posture will make communication difficult. That is why your mouth, your word of mouth and your posture, sitting or standing, whatever, they should go hand in hand. They should go correctly. Then only your communication. Positive posture, positive communication. Negative posture, negative communication. As simple as that. Open posture shows confidence. Open posture, it shows confidence. Yes, the speaker is confident what he is going to deliver. Direct gaze and broad smile show friendly attention. Direct gaze with audience. Direct look, gaze means look with audience. And broad smile. Broad smile will get you friendly attention from the audience. Direct gaze shows attention. If you look directly with the audience, no? If you look to audience directly, then it gives you attention. All are attentive in listening to you. Indirect gaze is evasive. Direct gaze is attention, attentive. Indirect gaze is evasive. They will evade. Audience will evade. Relaxed arms and legs show lack of tension. Relaxed arms, legs show off. The speaker is at a relaxed position. That means he need not trouble himself. He need not confuse himself while speaking. So that means relaxed arms, legs. They give you a look that you are in relaxation. That means you don't have any worry, any difficulty in delivering your message. Leadership as communication. Leadership is inspiring others to achieve excellence. What a leader has to do, he has to excel in leading the people. That is why leadership is inspiring to others. It is inspiration to others to achieve excellence. Leadership is about understanding people. If you understand people of your constituency, you are a leader. Leaders to create trust and confidence, generate commitment, promote teamwork, care and concern, promoting total development and growth of people, and steering the enterprise in pursuit of its values and vision. Any organization will have values, will have vision. Values and vision of organization can be fulfilled if the leader means not the political leader, you in the company working. If you create trust and confidence, generate commitment, promote teamwork, care and concern, promoting total development and growth of people, and steering the enterprise, the company, in pursuit of its values and vision. Values and vision. That should be the quality of the leader. Leader means a person who is working in a company. The boss is the leader, not just political leader. Anybody can be leader. In all fields, leaders will be there, not just in political arena. Leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of others to work willingly and enthusiastically for achieving expected goal. So, enthusiastically the people have to work for you. That means your leadership is okay. Leadership is influencing people, influencing behavior of others. Leader breathes life into the group and motivates it towards goal. Leader breathes life into the group. Leader breathes life into the group. Then leader motivates them towards goal, achieving the goal of company, organization. So, all should be leaders in the company. Leadership functions. Leaders have obligation to get things done. Leaders have obligation to get things done. 1. Policy making. Leadership functions are, number 1 is policy making. Number 2, planning. Number 3, coordinating. Number 4, monitoring performance. Number 5, developing systems like MIS, budgetary system, HRD system, reward system, etc. All these systems are to be developed by the leader only. 6. Coaching the juniors. 7. Motivation. These are the leadership qualities. To sum up what I say, soft skills are the tools for effectiveness in life. Try to make it in mind. Before closing the lecture, I will give you 3 rules for success. 1. Trust your brain. 2. Trust yourself. 3. Trust Hari Prasad. You become winner in life. Thank you. Carpe diem.